It is 7/7/2016, and that means a few things to me. It means it's a few days after July 4th, duh, and it means it's my brother's birthday. And it also means it's the day my dad gets surgery in his eyes. Really simple surgery. They're shooting lasers into his eyes to poke a hole and release pressure, which sounds horrible. But it seems to be a normal, simple procedure. So that's what July 7th means to me. Weird part, it is my brother's birthday today. I've called him twice and he didn't answer, but he did respond to my Facebook message. He's just super busy, I think. Probably there was a baby crying when my phone rang, when his phone rang. And then, how did the eye surgery thing go? That happened. I think he can see just fine. He just said his eyes hurt. Felt like he got punched in the eye, is what he said, both eyes. And then the other thing that goes with July 7th, 2016 is July 4th, 2016. And that was nice. I got the 3 F's in. That's, friends, food, and fireworks. I got those 3 as part of my 4th of July, so I don't know what else to ask for other than those 3. That was pretty good. Nature, friends in nature, friends with food, friends with fireworks. So nature, forest, forest, the fourth F. Forest, friends, food, and fireworks. Yeah, that was fun. Not a whole lot to say there. I mean, I could, but it was a good 4th. And this week I also danced, not just in class, but oh my gosh, she's talking about dance again. Yeah, she's talking about dance again. I danced in public at an unticketed event. It was live music downtown, and the dancers that I danced with for the Beauty and the Beast dance, we all danced between bands because there was 2 live bands playing that night, and we played between them. And this is outdoors. Actually, they close off a street to do this, and the street fills up with people listening to music and drinking beer, and it's pretty cool. And the weather was perfect for it yesterday. I was worried that it might be a little wet or cold or windy or dark or something, but it was sunny and not cold and not wet, so that was really nice. And the dance went well. It was a little I guess I didn't get that nervous. Of course I got nervous. But it didn't last very long and I wasn't too strong. At least not before the actual performance, but during the performance, like when I was dancing, it's just interesting when you can see your audience really clearly, like in broad daylight, and they're 3 feet in front of your face, and that part's a little awkward. I think I did a pretty good job at smiling, and I made eye contact for sure. But about halfway through the dance, I decided, you know what? I want to look at the people who aren't looking at me, and I'm going to make visual contact with the side of their head, or like whatever is facing forward, because they're not looking. Really, it was just the first couple rows that could see, because we performed on the ground, on the street, not on the stage, which I'm really happy about. I'm really happy that just a couple rows worth of people saw the dance. It went well. Like, I'm not embarrassed about it, but I think I would have been more nervous if I thought hundreds of people were going to see me dance as opposed to like 30 or 40 people. So yeah, that was nice. So I ended up looking at like the third row back of people, and just looking at people who weren't looking at me, and I think that helped. What else? I'm trying to think of times when like I've been a spectator and made eye contact with the people on stage or performing, and I feel like that doesn't happen very often. Yeah, anyway. So I danced, that was fun, and then Baker and I watched the new Dory movie. That was good. Yeah. Okay, sorry, it's windy and it's the mirroring of facing the camera is throwing me off. Which is funny because I mirror in my job all the time. Like, I have to call this my left even though it's my right, and call this my right even though it's my left, because I think that students have an easier time doing something when they're seeing it mirrored. Anyway, what else is up? I just went to California. I just went to California to visit my parents. I saw my mommy and my daddy, and I spent a lot of time in the pool and by the pool and eating yummy food at restaurants. So it was like a true vacation. Like, it was pretty restful. You know how sometimes you go on vacation and then you come back and you're like, I need a break. This was not that kind of vacation. This was a break. And it was really nice. The weather was good. It was hot for like 2 days out of the week that I was there, and the rest of the days it was just reasonably warm. I got to see my best friend down there and her whole family, who were like a second family to me, and that was really nice. Yeah, California, that happened. And what else? Oh, I'm moving! Did you know I'm moving? Did I say that already? I'm moving. Still gonna be in the same city, not leaving town, just moving to the other side of town. With my boyfriend, with Baker. Just him and I and my cat Maggie. The three of us are gonna have our own little home. And I'm excited for that. I'm actually going to spend the rest of my night tonight going through my things and looking for things to get rid of, so that I don't have to move them with me, because our next space isn't spacious. It's meant to be a living space for one person. It's a one-bedroom apartment, except it's not an apartment. It's more of a duplex. But yeah, not a whole lot of storage space, not a whole lot of closet space. So I know that I have things that I wouldn't miss. That's a good way to put it. I know that I still have quite a few things that I wouldn't miss. Some things that, you know, I might look at it and be like, oh, I didn't know I had this. And hopefully I'll look at other things and be like, oh, I didn't know I had this. I am going to make this now, or read that now, or, you know, get inspired to actually use it. So that's cool. That's what I'm going to, you know, pump up the jams and, yeah, go through my stuff, which I feel excited about because I want to live simply. I don't want to be complicated with excess. And I think that, you know, looking into my wardrobe, I can't remember the last time I wore half this clothes, and I'm probably, when I look at my closet tomorrow morning and decide what I want to wear, I think that half of that clothes will not be in the running. And it's just, mostly practicality things. Like, I need a lot of clothes that I can do yoga in, and that's basically all the clothes I need. Like, I need clothes that I can do yoga in, clothes that I can go to a party in, clothes for a lot of different occasions. But if I could have some overlap, multi-use kind of clothes, like something I could wear to yoga and to a fancy dinner party, that's ideal. Which might not be too hard, actually, because a lot of the clothes I wear to yoga is not specifically athletic clothes. I think I have like 3 or 4 shirts that are like workout attire, and then there's a lot of other shirts that I wear to yoga just because they're flexible and not too tight, not too loose, and have an appropriate neckline and things like that. So yeah, that's how I'm going to spend the rest of my night, and I'm also probably going to spend part of it watching an anatomy video. I've been borrowing movies from the library about the human body, because I just, as a yoga instructor, feel like I should know as much about how the body works as I can take in. And I think it's been a while since I learned anything new about the body, so I am seeing what resources are available to me and taking it in. So I have a handful of DVDs from the library that I am listening to and taking notes on. So that might be a chunk of my time today. Oh, something else that's happening in my life. You could say I have 2 best friends in town, and one of them is no longer going to be a best friend in town. She is moving out of town, and I'm going to miss her. So that's something about my life at this point in time, and just really putting some attention into keeping the relationship going. I'm not good at keeping in touch with people, but I don't want that to be true anymore. I think I'm realizing more and more how much I need good friends and want good friends, and they're changing on my list of life priorities. They're up there, so it's kind of sad to say that they haven't and weren't my priority up until recently, but it's partially true in a way, in a form, at least. But that hasn't been working out for me. I need to prioritize friends more than I do. I think that would be a healthy thing to do for my well-being as a human being. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep in touch with her. I actually already blocked out a chunk of time on my calendar with a reminder every week to chat with her. So it might not happen every week, but it'll happen every week or 2, I think. A chat. And I've been journaling. That's nice. I can't say I've been doing it because I haven't been doing it regularly in any shape or form, but I wrote today and 2 days ago and 2 days before that. I guess that's kind of regular, every other day. Well, we'll see how long this lasts. I'm not very good at habits. I was good at habits when I had structure, but my life is like 30% structured, and the rest of it is free form right now. That's how it feels. And so it's habits, they don't stick well because my schedule is so fluid that I can't say every day at 7 a.m. I'll do this one thing, because sometimes I'm up at 6 and out of the door at 6:40. Sometimes I'm up at 6 and out of the door at 7:30. Sometimes I'm up at 9 and out of the house at 11. And so I can't say every morning at 7, or even or even first thing every morning, because some days it's literally like 30 minutes between the time my alarm goes off and the time I'm getting into my car. But, you know, sometimes I have a habit for a month, and then I don't have any habits, and then next month I'll have a different habit, and then the month after that I'll drop my habit, and then I'll pick up another one. And it's things like journaling, it's things like meditating, it's things like doing yoga at home, or going to a certain class, or doing ab work before breakfast, as we say, before Christmas, ab work before breakfast, little habits like these. Oh, I just remembered something else that I might do today that I'm really excited about, which is planning out a juice feast. Planning out some chunk of time, 3 days, 7 days, 10 days, 14 days, where I consume either only juices or only smoothies and soups and salads. I should probably actually have a few days of transition, a few days of smoothies and soups and salads, and then a week of juice, and then a few days of smoothies and soups and salads. That's what it should be. So I might spend a chunk of time today looking through recipe books and planning everything out, because I think that once I have it all planned out, I'll be, that's when I'll like stop buying other foods and buy specifically what I need for that week of veganism, I guess, is kind of what it is, because I can't say it's raw or anything else, because it's not. The soups wouldn't be. What else? Okay, I think that's enough. I might have just recently seen you, and I'm really happy about that, and I might be about to see you, and I'm really happy about that, and I might have not seen you in a while, in which case I'm really glad that you're listening to this, and thanks for staying connected in this way. Thanks to all of you for staying connected in this way. And have a good rest of your night, or your day, when you're watching this.